Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit my sister's kids anymore after her comment at a family gathering? Hi Reddit. Long-time lurker, first-time poster. I need an outside perspective on this because my family seems split, and I honestly don't know if I'm being petty or just standing up for myself. I'm a 27-year-old guy, and to put it simply, I'm a nerd who got lucky. About 5 years ago, I made a few financial decisions that turned out way better than I expected. I invested in some stocks early, bought into a small crypto dip, and paired that with a trade I already enjoyed: electronics. Fast forward to today, and I own a small computer and electronics repair shop. I live in the same building, upstairs, and I have 2 employees who work alternating shifts. I mostly step in when I feel like it, or when they're out sick or on vacation. My days usually involve fixing motherboards, tinkering with weird old gadgets people bring in, or playing video games when things are slow. It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills, and I love it. Now enter my sister, Jane, 34F. She's a single mom with 3 kids, Mary 14, Julia 6, and Jack 4. Mary is old enough to do her own thing now, but the younger 2? Yeah, they're a full-time job. Because I have all this free time and live conveniently close, I've been the unofficial, unpaid emergency babysitter for years. If the kids are sick, guess who gets the call? If Jane has a business trip, guess who rearranges his week? Me. And during the pandemic years, when schools sent kids home at the first sign of a sneeze, I was the one stepping in so she didn't miss work. I never complained, not really. I like my niece and nephew, and I figured it was family helping family. But recently, that shifted. A few weeks ago, we had a big family dinner to celebrate my grandmother's 80th birthday. Extended relatives flew in, people I barely remembered. The usual: food, awkward small talk, people asking about your life because they don't know what else to say. I was sitting next to Jane when one of the older relatives, a great aunt or cousin or someone, started going around the table asking what everyone does. When it was my turn, I explained that I own a small electronics shop. Before I could even finish, Jane butted in with a loud laugh and said, "Yeah, running a business means sleeping till noon, playing video games all day, and occasionally stepping into the shop while the rest of us work our asses off for success." The whole table chuckled politely, but inside, I was stunned. Sure, it's not false. I do have the flexibility to sleep in and spend time doing what I love. But the way she said it, the tone, the smirk, it was meant to make me look lazy and ungrateful in front of our entire family. And she completely erased everything I've done to help her succeed. So I replied, maybe a little too calmly, "Oh, don't forget. I'm also your full-time, unpaid babysitter, but I've recently decided to quit and focus on being lazy full-time." She went quiet. The table went awkward. I sipped my drink. I figured she didn't take it seriously, until a week later at 7 a.m., she called saying that Jack had thrown up all night and she needed to drop him off. I groggily answered and reminded her, "Didn't you hear? I'm too lazy to watch kids. I quit." Then I hung up and went back to bed. When I woke up later, my phone was flooded with texts. Jane called me selfish, said I acted like I was the center of the universe, that I let her down in a moment of need. I replied with a short, "Sorry you feel that way." Then came the mom guilt. Our mother called, saying Jane was in a tough spot and couldn't miss work. My mom couldn't take time off from the hospital on short notice, and now Jane was stuck. I asked if she knew what Jane had said about me in front of the whole family. She said I shouldn't take it so personally. But that's the thing. This wasn't just about one rude comment. It's years of being treated like the help, like my time doesn't matter because I'm not married or working a real 9 to 5. So I stopped. I didn't make a big announcement. I didn't block anyone. I still see my nieces and nephew at family events. I'm just done being the fallback plan with no appreciation. Was the birthday party comment what finally set me off? Yes. But this decision was years in the making. So, am I the asshole for quitting the unofficial babysitter role after being publicly insulted by the person who's leaned on me the most?